bloody neck.
My back. Oh. Come here, Ferg.
Jesus, freezing.
How long are we looking up at that yoke?
Looking up at the county hall.
Yeah, the county hall.
Just about 40 years.
What?
I'm telling you, look.
40? Should I told the wife I'll be home at 6 for dinner?
A 6.
6?
Come here, not only your dinner will be in the dog, but it'll probably be long soon. In fact, do you know what? She'll be through a few dogs in 40 years. Oh, lads. What almighty.
What's that smell?
What are you doing looking up that for that long for?
Ferg?
Huh?
What's the smell?
It's the dump up the road.
It's not the dump, eh? It's very strong.
Are you smelling again, you are? Did you not have a wash?
I don't know. Well, in 40 years, what do you think?
It's supposed to be good to be...
Hang on.
Jesus, hang on a sec, you're right.
Oh! It's us.
What do you mean us? It could be...
It's us. We're reeking.
Look at that, look at that.
What's that?
Bird poo. Bird poo.
Sure, no wonder. 40 years, and all the seagulls are used us for target practice.
And all the dogs that were after peeing on us.
Do you know?
Jesus, lads.
Do you know what we're going to have to do, Ferg?
What?
We're going to have to go for a wash in the Lee Bats. It's only across the road.
Oh, yeah, it's...
It's only over there.
Jesus Christ, almighty. What's that?
Where's the Lee Bats gone?
It's gone.
There's a palace there. And look.
Oh, look, it says Kingsley.
Kingsley.
Where are the kings of the Lee,
Where are the kings of the Lee? Who's your man?
I haven't a clue.
Who's your man in his Who's your man in his palace?
Huh? Himself in his palace. Jeez, I'm freezing, Daz.
Do you know what, Ferg?
Yeah. Hey, look at that. There's a fella left his wallet on the ground.
Oh, pick it up, right? Go on.
It's not...
What?
This isn't a wallet.
A wallet.
I know what it is.
Huh?
What's that? It's some kind of a metal-y thing.
I've never seen one of those before.
Haven't you?
No. Show me.
Oh, is any money?
No, no. I don't know.
Hello, how may I help?
Jesus.
What? What'd you say?
I didn't say a word. That thing was talking.
The wallet.
It isn't a wallet at all, huh? Huh?
Hello, how may I help?
Oh my goodness.
Here.
I am Google. I am everywhere.
Who? What'd you say?
I am Google. I am everywhere.
I am Google. I am everywhere.
That must be the new name for God.
Sure, God, there's the only one that can be everywhere.
That's the only one. Jesus,
Yeah.
what's Google about? He's a French philosopher, that fella Google.
You're thinking about Google.
Oh, Google. That's what she said, Google.
Oh, okay.
Where would you like to go today?
Hang on a sec now.
Hang on a sec, I have a list here. Hang on. I have the old bucket list. Jesus, I can't read it now.
Where would you like to go today?
Where will it? I'd like to go to Lee Bats, but it's gone.
Yeah. Hey, we go for a wash. Hey, how about the...
The river still has to be there.
The Weir?
The Weir.
We go to the
Hang
Weir.
on. Hang on. We'd like to go to the Lee River.
The Lee River. Okay, opening maps. You will arrive at your destination in 1 minute.
How will we get there?
Did you?
We fly?
Never mind that. To see this by
We
maps.
fly?
Maps and everything.
Where?
This thing is very clever. Huh?
Hey Sham, I am Google boy. I know everything.
Who's she calling Sham?
So listen, Des, I've had enough of this boy. I do a headache.
Hang on a second now.
Come here.
What
I'll
did
tell
you
what,
say?
I'm going to stroll over to the...
I am Google boy. I know everything.
Sure know that she knows everything.
Go on.
She's a woman. Should they know everything?
A woman is only good for two things, Darren.
What's that?
Well, they're good for cooking and cleaning.
Well, they're good for 3 things, so... You know, the other thing?
I don't.
Earning.
Earning! Yeah, listen, I'm going over for a wash. Because
Yeah, come on, let's go, mate. Let's go. Hey guys, how are you? I'm at the Lee Fields today with Ferg, and I'm going off to do this thing. He's doing something else. So I came here and I was going to take a landscape shot, but if you can see in the middle of the way there's a tree, a fallen tree, and on it there was a cormorant, you know, one of the birds. So I went to take his photograph and I got a few shots of him. But I'm waiting now because he took off and he's gone fishing. So I'm hoping to catch him with a fish in his mouth on the way back. But he's been gone about 15 minutes. I'd say, hey, the fishing isn't great at the moment. Or he's after drowning, I don't know. So I'll wait another few minutes and see will he come back. The branch that's in the scene is where he fishes from, so I'm hoping that he'll return to that spot. As well as that, if he doesn't come back, I will take a landscape shoot. I'm using a 70-200 lens at the moment, and I'm focused just on that branch.
Darren, don't worry about it, he won't be back. He was seen going into Lennox's a while ago, okay?
Ah, he's gone into Lennox's.
The fish and chips down there, right?
All right, okay. Okay, so that bird is well fed in Lennox's. All right.
Okay, I'm still down by the county hall, across the road from it, and we have the weir here at the Lee Fields. Lots of water coming down, and the water is moving at a fair pace today. I'm trying to do, I wouldn't say long exposure, but a little longer exposure, maybe half a second, 3/4 a second, and see how that goes. I'm framing my shot with the walls of the steps that are going down to the river. The River Lee is tidal up to here at least, and the tide is on its way in. Pretty soon it's quite possible the water will come up over the steps there. I'm also using, let's say, the building over on the far side as my backdrop to this shot. There's also a large tower there, a brick tower, which is quite lovely, and a lot of red brick in front of me in 3 different types of buildings. I'm going to try with the 1 second, see how that goes. I have the switch here. I have 2 filters on. I have a 6-stop filter because it's extremely bright, and also I have a polarizer because, well, you can't replicate anything on a computer. A polarizer can't be replicated on computer, so I'm just making sure that I have one on here, take the highlights out of the water, also give more definition to the water. Not that there'll be an awful lot there, because I'm hoping that it'll be quite smooth with the 1 second shot. Seeing how that goes there now. One other thing, I can keep the camera in the same position on the tripod, and what I can do is I can change it from half a second to maybe even a 1/5 of a second, even a 1/10 of a second. It'll be a far darker shot, and I can also open it up to maybe 4 or 5 seconds. That can then maybe brighten what I have down further here, down lower here, because it's quite dark there in the shot, and with an extremely blue sky and not an awful lot of clouds in it, I'm not getting a lot of definition there. So, and it's very bright. So what I can do is I can blend afterwards in Photoshop. If I keep the tripod and the camera and the shot at the same focal length, I can then blend those shots afterwards. I can use maybe the sky of one particular shot if it's darker, and the actual river of another shot, as that would be brighter. I've moved just a little bit, well, 6 feet to the right hand side. of those particular steps now. And what I'm doing is I'm using the actual barrier here as a third leg of a tripod. 2 other legs are backwards. This is really only not having much of an effect. So I've got a solid base for this camera. I'm happy with how solid it is, truth be told. And what I'm now doing is trying to get the spread of the weir. It is a little bit probably too much in darkness because there's a tree just overhead. I will show you some other shots that I took maybe in the last couple of weeks from further up along the weir itself. What I'm trying to do here is try and get in as much of the weir as I can with the background and try and get some kind of movement in the water, so it won't be too long. It might be 1/5 of a second, 1/10 of a second. It'll all depend. I will try all the different shots, and it's back home and I have it on a big screen on a large monitor. If you don't have a large monitor, 23, 25, 27, 30-inch monitor, then I would advise you to get one. You can pick up a second-hand one, and a fairly decent one for a couple €100. It might cost you a little bit more if you want to buy newer ones, but they do help you highlight and show aspects of your photo that you mightn't spot, be it on a tablet or be it on a smaller laptop. So when I have it at home, I'll be able to go through all of these, look and see which one is definitely the best. Where is there more definition? Where is there more action? And then I'll be able to pick out hopefully the best one.